everyone. I haven't been live in a while because it's not giving me the option to save it at the end of this video to my story. So if you know how to fix that, please let me know. That would be so awesome. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about the last post that I just put up. And it's about being reactive versus being proactive. Hey, FODMAP Life. Hey, Maria. So, most of us are reactive, meaning that something happens in our life and we react to it in a way that is demonstrative of our conditioning, in a way that's demonstrative of the mind, in a way that's demonstrative of the things of our past, right? And so something comes in, it's a stimulus, and we just react. And we go through life in reaction mode, and we are reactive people. What I can tell you is that when it comes to IBS, that looks really a couple different ways, but the first way is that we begin to blame. And a lot of times we look for, what can I blame? Can I blame that event that happened? Can I blame that person who made me really stressed out my whole life? Can I blame that circumstance or this circumstance or what can I blame? What can I blame for my IBS? Because if you put the blame on something else, then you don't have to look within yourself for how do I need to change. When really that's the only way we create change in our life, is we leave the reactive side and we get proactive. Being proactive is the idea that when you have a stimulus, whether that's your IBS journey or, that not gluten-free bread that you thought was gluten-free, right? Whatever the stimulus is, there's this little moment in between the stimulus and your reaction. In that little moment, you have the chance to decide how you want to change. Okay, so how you want to respond to whatever it is. Now with IBS, you have to consider, how do I want to respond? How do I want to respond? Should I just keep blaming other people, putting myself in reactive mode, then kind of becoming a victim? Because if I'm blaming someone else, then I'm a victim because someone else or something else made me this way. Or how can you get into proactive mode and decide to respond in a way that empowers you and helps you grow into a stronger, more lively, joyful person, right? How can you take control back, right, Maria? How can you take control back? And the idea is the control never left you. The control never left you. You always had the power to make a new decision. You just didn't realize it because of some conditioning and thing of the world that you believed in the past. So it's this question of, when you're in that place, oh, hey, Luke, when you're in that place of, I'm at a point where I realize I need to stop blaming other shit. I need to take it on as my thing and respond to it in a way that empowers me. There's a lot of different ways to do that. The question is, how are you going to do that? And Bobby, to answer your question, is it empowering for you to blame genetics? Could you blame genetics? Sure. You could. Just like I could blame the fact that I was an achiever my whole life and stress of years and years and years stacked up on top of themselves and caused my IBS, right? You can figure out the cause, and you can, in turn, use that cause as the reason why you don't get out of it. Or you can say, okay, so it happened. Moving forward, how do I get myself out of this? How can I empower myself from within, right? Because that's the way that we conquer IBS. That's the way we get out of this IBS cycle that we spin ourselves in, is becoming proactive, becoming responsible for our health. Able to respond, not react. It's a paradigm shift. It's a hard thing to get onto, because if you're in this space of always blaming other people, always being in reaction mode, when you wake up and become proactive, it's a hard pill to swallow, because you realize, holy shit, everything that is in my life is of my own creation. And that's the truth. Everything in your life that you have right now, all the good stuff, all the beautiful relationships you have, all the loving experiences you have, all of the amazing, just magic moments, they are all of your magical creation. You are an infinite creator. But all the shit, also your creation. So it's a hard thing, it's a hard pill to swallow, and it's a hard thing for people to accept. But once you accept it, you also see the power in, oh my God, it actually, so much more of it is in my control than I thought. Oh my gosh, I can choose to be happy. I can own my joy. How freeing is that? And so at first you have to realize, okay, so like that happened and this is where I am because of my choices, but I can choose to make a new choice any moment of any day, right? And that's where the empowering component comes in. So it's this idea of like, you gotta kind of get through the bullshit of realizing your own bullshit, but then the truth will set you free. And that's what it's all about. That's the whole beauty of paradigm shifts, is the truth will set you free. I hope this is helpful. Let me see what Luke said. I love the response-able concept. It's true. Responsible. Able to respond. It's the whole idea of being responsible. We are all responsible for everything in our life. And Bobby, if you keep saying, I know I am my own worst enemy, you're going to keep showing up as your own worst enemy. If you say to yourself, I am my biggest ally, I am my own best friend, I am the kind of best friend who gives myself a kick in the pants sometimes, because that's what best friends do sometimes, right? And if you can learn to kick yourself in the ass for that bullshit thing you said with like really good love, that feels good. That feels good. And you are improving on that. You're like right here with me right now, listening to me talk. So you're improving every moment of every day just by being here. Promise. Promise, promise, promise. All right, my lovelies. I hope this was helpful. If anyone knows how I can work Instagram so that it actually saves my videos again, that would be dope. Send me a message. I would love to know. Okay, bye.